Hi there guys, and welcome to another Train Sim 2017 video. Today I've got something quite cool for you. This is a workshop extension for the West Coast Main line over Shap going up to Windermere, which I didn't know existed until Chris pointed it in my direction this morning, and he's also banged out a banging scenario for it. It's using Super Elb's lovely new Northern liveried 156. Is it the Abellio Northern or the Arriva Northern? I can never remember, and I have just read it, so I should have really checked before I carried on warbling on. So let's get going and have a look around. It should sit on the side actually. I don't think it's Arriva anymore, is it? It's nice that you get an Apple logo on the side of a train these days. Good evening, driver. Welcome to Oxenholme in the stunning Lake District. Tonight you're going to take the train 2 Charlie 22, which is the 1934 Northern Rail service to Windermere. Calling at Candle, Burnside, Staveley and Windermere. Please open the doors and allow your passengers to board and depart, and prepare yourself for departure. Let's get those doors open then. I don't know what the end of the route's like. Chris has given me a brief rundown. He says it's half decent, so it's worth a shout. I do like this route anyway. It's one of my favourites, so West Coast Main line over Shap. So I better get in and get the cab set up before we go. I am running the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack for these guys. So it's 156, 150 and 153 it gives us. Haven't driven this bad boy in a while. Instrument lights we'll have on. Ding dong. Compressor speed up works on this, doesn't it? No, it's the 150 I think, then it does that even better. Apart from that, I think we're all set. Does this bit work with it? Yeah, it does. I'd love to know what it actually says at the start of that. So it goes, you don't really know what he says. Oh, marker lights. They would be nice, wouldn't they? Where are they? Marker lights there. You all saw that as well, and you thought, he's going to drive all the way again without the marker lights. Nah, I'm wise to you now. And the DR ain't set, so that's not going to catch me out either. So having a little peek around. What? I put my marker lights on. Okay. I can't think what's going to be causing that. I've got tail lights. No, I've got headlights at this end as well. No, they are tail lights, just don't look very red there. And there's a Transpennine Express, that's the 350 repaint. Oh, and then a 90 in Power Hall livery. I think the containers for that one are DP Simulations ones, if I remember correctly. Website is linked in my description below. Let's get that just at least into neutral and everything. AWS reset done. Now, I don't think marker lights would be a failure, but we'll definitely be sticking that in the fault book. Oh, it's a 10 speed limit. Oh, that was me being good and everything. No DRA, pulled off first time. Went over the speed limit because I didn't check. So I got 50 coming up quite fast. So yeah, I haven't done this route. I couldn't even tell you where the extension starts, to be fair. We've got Voyagers going past as well. It does do a job. It does super helps. I do quite like this as well. Visit Liverpool or not a problem. Ah! Severe failure already. Missed an AWS ramp and it's put me into emergency. That's irritating. It's a dangerous passenger view, really, isn't it? So it's me playing about my headphones because sound doesn't sound quite right to me. It's because I'm working the wrong way. That's why the AWS ramps are going off. That's what the little saltire flag means. We will be stopping at Kendal, and that is at the bottom of this fair steep gradient. So we'll stop messing about now. Okay, we're on the extension now. I mean, this is... It's not up to the usual standard of Mr. Ross. Still nice though. That's quite nice, mind. It's definitely not the worst thing in the world. This is Kendal now. I think I've been to Kendal at some point. I'm trying to think why. That's quite nice. Bit miffed off about those marker lights. I'm sure Albie will come on and tell us exactly what the issue is pretty swiftly. So, some pretty big news this week, isn't there, on Train Sim World? In fact, some massive news. So it's getting Paddington to Reading with an HST, is it a 166 or a 165, and a Class 66. If you haven't already looked, get yourselves over to Train Simulator, their website, and have a look. It looks amazing. The video looks amazing. It's really, for me, what... I mean, you guys know that the Western region is not my passion by any way, shape or form, but a 43 is. 66, I do not mind at all. And the 166 and 165, you know what I mean? They were part of the Networker series, really. So I'm looking forward to it. There's a little bit of operational potential there for like the 166 and 66, but high speed wise, going from Reading to Paddington, what you got, 25 minutes? Maybe a bit more, half hour maybe. Not long anyway. But I think there's talk of them extending it if it sells well. Now, I'm still probably going to have running issues with it. I'm actually, well, when this scenario is finished, going to sit and have a play and try and get it to, well, at least get heavy haul to run better than it is. I haven't really gone through my graphics settings since the last update, so I really do need to do that. But once I've done that, I'll be set. I think the release date at the moment is the 24th of August. Which isn't that far away. It's actually, I go on holiday the following week. So I've already planned to pack my computer up and take it with me. Which is always a bit of a risky move. I don't recommend anybody really humps about with a PC in their bag or in the back of their car for too long. Bit of an issue with those level crossings there. Crossing misuse, as somebody I know would say. It's a nice unit to drive, this 156. I do really enjoy it. I should really be driving it properly for you all. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm actually very excited for it. So yeah, it's called Great Western Express. That driver gets about though. It was a CSX heavy haul driver, and if you look at the blurb for it now, he's now doing Great Western. Oh. So it's just 5 miles an hour over this crossing. Okay. It's a fair gradient though, so I'm going to keep a little bit of power on. I like the cars in this. We've got there sort of an Astra, sort of a cross between a Capri, the headlights of an Austin Princess. Looks like an Audi A3 to me. That's that because it's an ungated crossing. God, I don't like this hill, does it? Struggling on it. So it says here, this is still going back to the Train Sim World bit. The first-person simulator experience sees you departing the busy London Paddington terminus, where you will have to negotiate the intense traffic and adverse signals, keeping to rule and keeping your nerve. As I've got to put that voice on with this now. Take control of the iconic Great Western Railway HST and command it to 125 miles per hour along the Great Western Main Line. Experience a full day in the life in service mode, which features the recreation of an entire 24-hour timetable based on real-world activities. Hop on, off, for a range of services as they carry out their duties. So they're calling it activities. "24-hour timetable based on real-world activities." That was what we called them in Microsoft Train Sim, wasn't it? Activities. Take control or ride along, it's your choice. This is powered by Dovetail Games' proprietary Simulgraph Vehicle Dynamics engine, Unreal Engine 4. Uses real-world data to replicate the performance and sounds and feel of real trains. And Mr. P said, "We can't wait for people to get their hands on the Great Western Express and experience true next-gen train sim action." Well said, Mr. P. So you're kind of saying that we kind of knew that CSX Heavy Hill wasn't the next gen. Sort of a halfway. I thought when I looked at that 40 limit, I thought I was going to have to slow down for it at some point, but this gradient's keeping us pretty fine at it, to be fair. Nice short little route, this. It's definitely not the most detailed thing in the world. Not much like slots for AI trains or anything, but pleasant enough drive. Nicely scenic. Out in the distance. It's a little bit bleak for the Lake District, I think. It's actually going to slow down. Rosers and their Vauxhall Omega. It should really be Amiga. Something's going on. I like that hillside up there. It's like Postman Pat. This is sort of Postman Pat land, I suppose. Postman Pat was more Yorkshire, was it? Yeah, it's pretty. It's going to be hard to get a screenshot with those headlights. I think I had this issue on one of the other ones as well, if I'm honest. Well, they're not very red either, are they? Well, look alright though. Oh god, roll back. That would have been a slap on the wrist, that would have been. We've got 3 and a bit miles to Windermere now. Nice. There's one route where I feel the 156 feels severely underpowered. There's one in 1335 now, one in 380. So yeah, the Train Sim World thing, I'm looking forward to that. It's a nice bit of news to know that they are still working on it, and know they are. There's a lot of people out there that said, I'm not going to buy Train Sim, the next generation of the Unreal Engine 4 version of Train Simulator, until there's UK content. Well, guess what guys, now's your time. And I think it's pretty cheap now at the moment anyway. I think if you have got, you need CSX Heavy Haul to run Great Western Express though. Let me make that really clear to you. That's sort of contrary to what the team said with Train Sim World anyway. They were like, no, every route will be a different thing, so you won't need to buy a heavy haul, you won't need to have things you don't need. But for whatever reason, they've had to do it the way they have. And I think I think it's £3 if you buy both of them together. I think it's like £3 extra or something. What I was thinking about this, and you guys might know this, is there any other game out there that has used the Unreal 4 engine for the similar thing? So, in theory, what we're asking the Unreal engine to do is load up, and computers to do is load up tens of miles of routes. There's 50, what is it to Reading? I don't know, 30, 40 miles, maybe, don't know. I know it does it in sections, and I know the Unreal Engine is much better at handling and optimised more for modern PCs than this train sim was. But I'm just wondering, has any other game used it in the same sort of context? Is it like loading lots and lots of things up in front of it? I'm interested to see how it will cope. Because with Heavy Haul, we weren't loading in any passengers, we're loading in what, 3 different types of train that were very similar colouring, similar everything. This time we're going to whack in a load of passengers as well. I love the fact that they actually walk on and find a seat on the train as well. Oh, it's the police helicopter up. Whoa, coming in there real fast. That's Oxenholme-windermere. That was a nice little run. Do I think I'll massively go out and play on it again? Probably not. Was it cool for what I've just done on it? Yeah. Let's have Windermere in the screenshot. Should go that way round. Trying to get a bit arty, but that's not really very arty, is it? It's a bit pants. That's quite nice though. Alright, and guys, once again, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe to the video. Don't forget my Facebook page. Hop on over there. We're about 3 members off 500 at the minute, which is good going. Thanks for all of you that have joined, and catch us all again soon.